Alright, good evening everyone. Break 181, 22 Elite Case and Priority Box. So we'll put the Priority Box there till last. We will get stuck straight into the case. Oh, no, wrong screen. That one and that one. First round of finals done and dusted. Eels are going to take the long way around to the Premiership of Victoria. That's okay. Gives their fans more games to watch. I've opened this upside down. Wasn't even paying attention. So we'll do this a bit different. We'll get all our boxes out like we would normally do at the end. Okay, number 19 for the Sharks, Wade Graham, Mr. Taylor Shillham. Our team list for today, what have we got on there? This one. Broncos, Jackson Shumi. Raiders, Gareth Lawson. Bulldogs, Adam Bartha. Sharks, Taylor Shillham. Titans, Daniel Hand. Manly, Lee Spicer with the Raz win. Storm, Luke Hodder. Knights, Andrew Crager. Cowboys, Taj Chapman. Eels, Brendan Burgess. Panthers, Robert Kelly. Rabbitohs, Shane Murtagh. Dragons, Dwayne Basario. Roosters, Adam Barber. Warriors, Neil Spicer. And Tigers, Jason Mandrill with another Razorine win. So we've been opening like crazy, guys. We've plenty to list. I know Mum's been listing plenty already as it is. Let's try and keep these out of the way a bit. There we go. Let's go! Box number 1. Good luck, everyone. Still plenty of spots in 182 with the Matt Burton Speed Series. Payne Huss parallel for the Broncos, as well as 183 and 184, the half case and priority box breaks. Ooh, first up, number 5 of 5, Bradman Best, Black Diamond for the Knights. G'day, Bo. Welcome to the break, mate. Jessica Surgis, Women's NRL for the Roosters. Jason Taumalolo, parallel for the Cowboys. Young Guns, Toby Sexton for the Titans. Speed Series, Jaden Campbell for the Titans. Chance Nicole Klokstad, parallel for the Raiders. Till Vet Welsh, Mary All-Stars, Sean Lane, parallel for the Eels. Paul Vaughan, parallel for the Bulldogs. Master Series for the Roosters, Jackson Hastings, parallel for the Tigers. BD and Team League Sensation in the same box, Luke Thompson with the Bulldogs. Number 16 for Mr. Adam Barber. Kennedy Sherrington, Women's NRL for the Eels. Brian Totter, Dally M for the Panthers. Isaiah Yeo, parallel for the Panthers. State Series, Reece Welsh for the Warriors. Crystal Rota, Women's NRL for the Knights. Kieran Foran, parallel for Manly. Shannon Mato, Maori All-Stars. Julia Robinson, Speed Series for the Broncos. James Tedesco, parallel for the Roosters. Don't forget to get your tips in, guys. Dally M, Cody Walker for the Rabbits. Yet another chance for the $50 voucher. Braden Trindle, Indigenous All-Stars. Sorry. Liv Brigginshaw, Women's NRL for the Broncos. Felice Kafusi, parallel for the Storm. Jason Saab, Ruby Mojo, number 40. Who's got Manly? Neil Spice with the Razwing for Manly. Charlie Staines, Speed Series for the Panthers. Sean Johnson, parallel for the Warriors. Knights parallel checklist. Alex Johnston, Speed Series for the Rabbits. Our first captains of the break. So, big first box tonight. Josh Jackson, number 77 with the Bulldogs. Currently have a Broncos spot raz in the Facebook group for break 182. Addo Carr, Indigenous All-Stars. And if that one is sold out overnight, we can break it tomorrow. So, box number 1 done and dusted. Straight into box number 2. Haley J. Mansell, Young Guns for the Titans. Alex Twal, parallel for the Tigers. Morgan Harper, Mary All-Stars. So we're going to put that in. Don't mind that one, guys. But it was just me not paying attention. Robin Best Speed Series for the Knights. Corbin Baxter, Mary All-Stars. G'day DK. Davida Pengo Jr. Parallel for the Bulldogs. Blake Brayley, parallel for the Sharks. Shaylee Bent, Speed Series for the Dragons. Adam Reynolds, parallel for the Broncos. Taina Navidi, Women's NRL for the Eels. Brian To'o, Dally M for Panthers. Alex Johnston, parallel for the Rabbits. Speed Series, Jason Saab for Manly. Dally M, Cody Walker for the Rabbits. Kangaroos Master Series, Titans Parallel Checklist. Popular one. Number 5. Nice low Ruby Mojo. Harry Grant for the Storm. Jada Ferguson, Women's NRL for the Broncos. Cowboys Parallel Checklist. Remus Smith, Speed Series for the Storm. Jordan Rabiner, parallel for the Raiders. Ronaldo Mulatalo, white lead sensations for the Sharks. And number 51. Sapphire Mojo, number 23/23, Isaiah Papali'i. Amafito, Speed Series for the Cowboys. Nico Hines, Indigenous All-Stars. Mitchell Moses, parallel for the Eels. Speed Series, Xavier Savage for the Raiders. Roosters Women's NRL Checklist. Jerome Luai, parallel for Panthers. Romy Tietzel, Women's NRL for the Knights. Tyson Brazil, parallel for the Knights. 2 packets left in box number 2. Zach Lomax, parallel for the Dragons. Brent Naden, Indigenous All-Stars. And that's the end of box 2. Box number 3. Ryan Totter, Speed Series for Panthers. Moses Mbai, parallel for Dragons. Jess Surgis, Speed Series for the Roosters. Thomas Flegler, parallel for the Broncos. Dylan Walker, Maori All-Stars. Luke Thompson, parallel for the Bulldogs. Sapphire Mojo, number 8 for the Dragons, Mr. Dwayne Basurio. Lucky number 8. Toby Rudolph, parallel for the Sharks. Taryn Aiken, Women's NRL for the Broncos. Ronaldo Mulatalo, Dally M for the Sharks. Chad Townsend, parallel for the Cowboys. Alex Johnston, Dally M for the Rabbits. Dry Arrow, parallel for the Rabbits. Addo Carr, Speed Series for the Bulldogs. Emma Tanigato, Women's NRL for the Dragons. Kangaroos Master Series. Brian Kelly, parallel for the Titans. Dominic Young, a Black Young Gun for the Knights, number 20. Ruby Mojo, 44 out of 46, Mr. Jack Bird for the Dragons. Albert Kelly, Indigenous All-Stars. Dylan Brown, parallel for the Eels. Rocco Berry, Speed Series for the Warriors. Nick Kotrick, parallel for the Raiders. Selwyn Cobbo, Speed Series for the Broncos. Destiny Abril, Women's NRL for the Titans. Mitchell Barnett, parallel for the Knights. Speed Series, Oliver Gildart for the Tigers. Autumn Stevens, Women's NRL for the Knights. Panthers, parallel checklist. Bailey Biondi Otto, White Young Guns for the Bulldogs. Autumn Stevens, Mary All-Stars. Captains, number 80, Mr. Jason Tormalolo and Chad Townsend for the Cowboys. Mr. Taj Chapman, congratulations. And James Tamo, parallel for the Tigers. Last packet, box number 3. Josh Curran, Indigenous All-Stars. And that's the end. Let's go. Speed Series, Anari Tuala for the Knights. Speed Series, Karina Brown for the Titans. Ivania Elite Women's NRL for the Titans. Yellow Diamond, Olivia Koenig for the Roosters, number 61. The link to see our current available breaks is in the video description. They are all currently listed on the website. Tally Holmes, White Young Guns for the Dragons. Valentine Holmes, parallel for the Cowboys. Tiana Penatani, a Speed Series for the Eels. Blues Master Series. Tigers Parallel Checklist. Cody Nicarima, Maori All-Stars. Jack White and parallel for the Raiders. Clint Gufferson, parallel for the Eels. Women's NRL, Jamie Chapman for the Dragons. Dally M, Brendan Smith for Storm. Brian To'o, parallel for the Panthers. Selwyn Cobbo, Indigenous All-Stars. Jordan Ricky, parallel for the Broncos. Halfway through, box number 4. Women's NRL, Yasmin Meeks for the Roosters. Lachlan Croker, parallel for Manly. John Rapana, Maori All-Stars. Blake Taff, Speed Series for the Rabbitohs. Roosters Parallel Checklist. Dally M, Matt Burton for the Panthers. Matt Duffy, parallel for the Bulldogs. Chad Townsend, White League Sensations, number 41 for the Cowboys. Philip Mina Hennessy, Women's NRL for the Eels. Cameron Munster, parallel for the Storm. Quincy Dodd, Indigenous All-Stars. Speed Series, Jamie Chapman for the Dragons. Reece Walsh, parallel for the Warriors. 3 packets left. Kalen Ponga, parallel for the Knights. Jordan Ricky, Ruby Mojo, number 29 for the Broncos. Welcome Monkey Pika. Speed Series, James Tedesco for the Roosters. And that finishes off box number 4. Keep going from the same side, not that it really matters because I don't know which way they come out of the case. We just yank them out of there as quick as we can. That way we can get started. Alright, let's go. Box number 5. Josh Papali, parallel for the Raiders. Bailey Simonson, Speed Series for the Eels. Elias Katoa, parallel for the Warriors. Morgan Harper, Maori All-Stars. Monkey Pika, you may be lucky enough if it, I don't know if there has been one pulled, but we've been opening a lot of cards. I wouldn't be surprised if we've been pulled one of them. Corbin Baxter, Maori All-Stars. So add it to your wish list on the website. That way when it is in stock, when we get one, you can be notified. Jake Clifford, parallel for the Knights. That is if Brendan Burgess doesn't want to swap his. He might get lucky. Maddie Studden, Women's NRL for the Eels. Greg Marcia, Speed Series for the Titans. Cameron Murray, parallel for the Rabbits. Valami Kickout, a Dally M for the Panthers. Patrick Carrigan, parallel for the Broncos. Tony Stagg, Speed Series for the Broncos. Patrick Carrigan, number 18, Sapphire Mojo for the Broncos. in the Roosters Master Series, and Kyle Felt parallel for the Cowboys. Indigenous All-Stars are Brent Naden. Amber Hall, Women's NRL for the Broncos. Speed Series, Tyrell Sloan for the Dragons. Jack Bird, parallel for the Dragons. Black Young Gun, Helam Lukey for the Cowboys. Number 80. Where are we going? There we go. Number 80, Helam Lukey. For the Panthers, number 39, Ruby Mojo of Alami Kickout. Dally M and Justin Olam for the Storm. Big Tino, parallel for the Titans. Oh, hiccups. Nico Hines, Indigenous All-Stars. Jason Saab, parallel for Manly. Speed Series, Romy Atitul for the Knights. Shanae Siasolka, Speed Series for the Broncos. Bridie Parker, Women's NRL for the Roosters. Daniel Tupou, parallel for the Roosters. White Young Guns, Dominic Young for the Knights. Storm parallel checklist. Yellow Diamond Mojo Heels checklist. Number 17. Once again, guys, break 182. We have a Raz in the Facebook group for the Broncos spot. Women's NRL Knights checklist. Jesse Ramian, parallel for the Sharks. As I was saying, we have a Raz for the Broncos spots. Still a few more spots available on the website for the break. And if it's sold out, we can break tomorrow, guys. Would love to get back into doing a few more breaks. We've got plenty listed, plenty more to list. Box number 6. Women's Women's NRL, Olivia Koenig for the Roosters. Nico Hines, parallel for the Sharks. Ari Talagi, Speed Series for the Cowboys. Jerome Hughes, parallel for the Storm. Chanel Harris Tavita, Mary All-Stars. And Fenor Blake, parallel for the Warriors. James Fisher Harris, Mary All-Stars. Women's NRL, Tegan Berry for the Dragons. Dally Ruben Garrick for Manly. And a Bradman Best parallel for the Knights. Cody Ramsey, a Speed Series for Dragons. Matt Burton, Speed Series for the Bulldogs. Cody Walker, parallel for the Rabbits. Brad Fittler, Roosters Master Series. Katoni Staggs, parallel for the Broncos. Tamika Upton, Indigenous All-Stars. Tommy Dearden, parallel for the Cowboys. Elliot Whitehead, parallel for the Raiders. So as most of you know, and for those that don't, the signatures are randomised with the rest of the Master Series card, and we are lucky enough to have the Blues, number 63. So one lucky spot will have the chance. I wonder if we can see that down in that hole. Women's NRL, Serena Naitoka for the Eels. Aaron Clark, parallel for the Titans. Yeah, nice. Jaden Campbell, a Speed Series for the Titans. Hitler makes it just on camera down in that corner there. Our Ruby Mojo for the Rabbits, number 10, Cameron Murray. Isaiah Dally for Panthers, and a Dragons parallel checklist. Sapphire Mojo, Mr. David Fafita for the Titans, number 7. Indigenous All-Stars, Caitlin O'Johnston. Alex Johnston, Speed Series for the Rabbits. And DCE, parallel for Manly. Kamora Brearley Anati, Women's NRL for the Titans. Charlie Staines, Speed Series for the Panthers. Keenan Palacia, White Gun Guns for the Broncos. Victor Radley, parallel for the Roosters. Ivania Palit, Yellow Diamond Mojo, and number 47 for the Titans. And that's to finish off a box number 6. Let's go. Till Yvette Welsh, Speed Series for the Eels. Jamie Chapman, Indigenous All-Stars. Jacob Saifiti, parallel for the Knights. Ruben Cotter, Indigenous All-Stars. Speed Series, Daniel Tupou for the Roosters. Women's NRL, Ashante Poko for the Knights. Herbie Farnworth, parallel for the Broncos. White Gun Guns, Tyrell Sloan for the Dragons. Don't mind me. Hanafito, parallel for the Cowboys. Reece Welch, Speed Series for the Warriors. Jazz Tavega, Mary All-Stars. Raiders Parallel Checklist. Blues Master Series, David Nofaluma, parallel for the Tigers. Reid Marnie, parallel for the Eels. Women's NRL for the Broncos. Georgia Hale wins NRL for the Titans. Molly Olaka'atu, parallel for Manly. Kevin Proctor, Mary All-Stars. Speed Series, Jesse Ramian for the Sharks. Sam Walker, parallel for the Roosters. Yellow Diamond, Tamika Upton for the Broncos, number 57. Tommy Turbo, Dalian for Manly. Harry Grant, parallel for Storm. Brent Naden, parallel for the Bulldogs. Easy Apps, Women's NRL for the Dragons. Stafford Toa, Speed Series for the Tigers. Cody Nikarima, parallel for the Warriors. Black Young Gun, Tyron Wishart, number 49 for the Storm. Three packets left for box number 7. Julia Robinson, Speed Series for the Broncos. Ruby Mojo, Sean Johnson for the Warriors, number 6. James Tedesco, Dalian for the Roosters, Liam Martin, parallel for the Panthers. And that's another box done and dusted. Box number 8. Black Young Guns, Rakia Horn, 56 for the Eels. James Fisher Harris, Mary All Stars. Stafford Toa, Speed Series for the Tigers. Sharks Parallel Checklist. Chanel Harris Tavita, Mary All-Stars. Keely Davis. Whoops. Yellow Diamond Mojo, number 15. Speed Series, Jason Saab for Manly. Kurt Capewell, parallel for Broncos. Keely Davis, Women's NRL for the Dragons. Thomas Burgess, parallel for the Rabbits. Dally M, Isaiah Papali'i for the Eels. Daniel Tupou, Speed Series for the Roosters. David Fafita, parallel for the Titans. Tommy Turbo, Dally M for Manly. Master Series for the Blues. Tamika Upton, Indigenous All-Stars. Ruby Mojo, Joey Amanu, number 29. I'll pull that out now. I'm getting towards the end. So that's it, guys. That's 3.5 of boxes to go. Speed Series of Patil Vet Welsh for the Eels. Joey Tapine, parallel for the Raiders. Junior Paulo, a parallel for the Eels. Tiana Penatani, Women's NRL for the Eels. Cohen Hess, parallel for the Cowboys. Sapphire Mojo, O'Brien O'Toa for the Panthers, number 6. Not a bad one, Robert Kelly. Caitlin Johnston, Indigenous All-Stars. Stephen Crichton, parallel for Panthers. Bradman Best, Speed Series for the Knights. Jesse Ramian, Speed Series for the Sharks. Women's NRL Titans Checklist. Stefano Utakamanu, parallel for the Tigers. Ben Hunt, parallel for the Dragons. 2 more packets left for box number 8. Jocelyn Keller, women's NRL for the Roosters. Dane Gagai, parallel for the Knights. White Young Guns, Arikia Horn for the Eels. Matt Burton, parallel for the Bulldogs. That's it, another box done. That's enough. Will Kennedy, a speed series for the Sharks. Addo Carr, Indigenous All-Stars. Tommy Turbo, a speed series for Manly. Latrell Mitchell, parallel for the Rabbits. Xavier Coates, a speed series for the Storm. Hannah Southwell, women's NRL for the Roosters. AJ Brimson, parallel for the Titans. Black League Sensations, Joey Manu for the Roosters, number 53. Panthers Master Series, Ryan Pappenhausen, parallel for the Storm. Cody Ramsey, parallel for the Dragons. Speed series of Waka Blake for the Eels. Till Vet Welsh, Mary All-Stars. Manly Parallel Checklist. Women's NRL Eels Checklist. Alright, well, this is halfway through box number 9. James Fisher-Harris, Dalian for Panthers, and Angus Crichton, parallel for the Roosters. Women's NRL Tallulah Tillett for the Knights. Eels Parallel Checklist. Shannon Mato, Maori All-Stars. Nick Kotrick, a speed series for the Raiders. Nathan Cleary, parallel for Panthers. Emerald Mojo, this guy become pretty popular. Mr. Jackson Hastings, number 10 out of 10. Chanel Harris-Tavita, parallel for the Warriors. Payne Haas, Dally M for the Broncos. Luke Brooks, parallel for the Tigers. Millie Boyle, Women's NRL for the Broncos. Braden Trindle, Indigenous All-Stars. 3 packets left for box number 9. Speed series of Bobby Law for the Knights. Adokar, parallel for the Bulldogs. Ruby Mojo, number 5, Sharks Checklist for Taylor Shillam. Taylor not on a bad run. White Young Gun, Sam Walker for the Roosters, and William Kennedy, parallel for the Sharks to finish off box number 9. Fix that up, tidy that up, there we go, close enough. I think, whatever, we'll get there later on. Get out of your way. Box number 10, last box of the case. Don't forget to stick around at the end, guys, to find out who the lucky winner is of the Blues Hitler signature. First packet of box number 10, we have a Raiders Ruby Checklist, number 7. Number 7. Raiders first hit. Lucky Raiders box. Jamie Chapman, Indigenous All-Stars. Dale Finucane, a parallel for the Sharks. Shaylee Bent, speed series for the Dragons. Anata Nul Asala, Women's NRL for the Knights. Damien Cook, parallel for the Rabbits. White Young Guns, Tallulah Tillett for the Knights, Corey Thompson parallel for the Titans. Kangaroos Master Series, Kenny Bromwich parallel for the Storm. Mr. Dylan Walker, Maori All-Stars patch, number 29. Oops. 29, and Dylan Walker for Manly. We got Neil Spicer with the Rose win, scoring a patch. Can't complain about that. Remus Smith, Speed Series for the Storm. And Joe's Tavega, Maori All-Stars. Mikhail Ravalawa, parallel for the Dragons. Jake Trbojevic, a parallel for Manly. Emily Bass, Women's NRL for the Broncos. Dally M, Nathan Cleary for the Panthers, for the Broncos. God, Jared Rera Hargreaves, parallel for the Roosters. Probably wouldn't be a bad pairing, him and Reynolds. Karina Brown, Women's NRL for the Titans. Isaiah Papali'i, parallel for the Eels. Kevin Proctor, Maori All-Stars. Warriors a parallel checklist. Over halfway now in box number 10, the last box of the case. Jatea Fafua, Speed Series for the Titans. James Fisher-Harris, parallel for the Panthers. Dally M, Sam Walker for the Roosters. Emerald Mojo and Jake Clifford, number 2 for the Knights. Nice low one. I mean, out of 10, you don't have too many low ones. Rachel Pearson, Women's NRL for the Dragons. Oliver Gildart, parallel for the Tigers. 5 packets are left to round out the case. Mr. Hammer Fido, a Speed Series for the Cowboys. Bulldogs, parallel checklist. Speed Series, Yasmin Meeks for the Roosters. Xavier Savage, a speed series for the Raiders. And a Black League Sensations, number 17, and Caitlin Johnston for the Knights. Alright, last packet. Ruben Cotter, Indigenous All-Stars. Alright, here we go. Lucky last box of the break, our priority box. I can feel it, I get good vibes off this box. Let's see how we go. I'm sure it's whispering to me it's got some good secrets hidden, so let's see how we go. Fingers crossed, good luck. Speed series, Xavier Coates for the Storm. Okay, a white young gun, number 2, Teague Wilton for the Sharks. Taylor continuing on his luck into the priority box. Women's NRL Roosters checklist. Tommy Turbo, a speed series for Manly. Awaki Fodawaika, a parallel for Titans. We have the Fittler Blues signature down there to Raz at the end with the rest of the Master Series cards. Excuse me. Addo Carr, Indigenous All-Stars. You never know our luck. We might be lucky enough to pull the Australian one. Tavita Pangai Jr., Ruby Mojo, number 26. Rabbitohs parallel checklist. Black League Sensations, number 29. For the Raiders, Elliot Whitehead. So he's got a nice, neat signature. Bobby Law, speed series for the Knights. Ronaldo Mulatalo, parallel for the Sharks. Jada Ferguson, women's NRL for the Broncos. Josh Jackson, parallel for the Bulldogs. Another emerald. We have an emerald checklist, number 9 for Manly. Neil Spicer with the Raswin spot again. Definitely not bad for a Raz spot. Women's NRL, Romy Teetsel for the Knights. Alami Kickout, parallel for Panthers. Josh Kerr, parallel for the Dragons. We do ask, guys, if you are watching, please hit that like button, help promote the channel, let new people, new collectors find us. Number 69, who we got? Dwayne Basario again with the Dragons, a Mr. Ben Hunt, a captain's card. Number 69, Tyson Frizzell, parallel for the Knights. Braden Trindle, Indigenous All-Stars. Kangaroos, Fitler Master Series. Alright. We're over halfway through the priority box, guys. Definitely towards the end now. Will Kennedy, a speed series for the Sharks. Josh Curran, a parallel for the Warriors. And our first, a Dally M. Number 54, Valami and kick out for the Panthers. Speed series, a Nick Kotrick for the Raiders. Dane Laurie, a parallel for the Tigers. Shannon Mato, Maori All-Stars. Tina Navidi, Women's NRL for the Eels, a Justin Olam, parallel for the Storm. Leaving 4 packets left for the priority box. Kevin Maikwama, parallel for the Roosters. Number 25, Mr. Justin Olam, Dally M for the Storm. Luke Connor. Batil Vet Welsh, Maori All-Stars. And last but not least, can we improve anyone's night? Not quite. Waka Blake, a speed series for the Eels, and a Ruben Garrick, parallel for Manly. Alright, so that is the end of the break, guys. We have no more packets. But to finish us off, we have the Blues Master Series for Fitler, number 63, and the 11 Master Series cards. Alright, so everyone should be in and ready to go for that one. Let me just double check. Yep, we're good. Alright. There we go. So 3 times, and the person in spot 1 on the 3rd time is our lucky winner. Number 1, number 2, and lucky last, number 3. Daniel Hand with the Titans. There we go. Thank you very much. That's it. That's all. I hope you had a ball, and we hope to see you again tomorrow, guys. Let's get break 182 all filled up and ready to go.